It's Optic Gaming 2-1 over Shopify Rebellion now as we get into Oddball on Livefire.
All right, Shopify have a much better start this time around. They win the Sways department, this overshield probably in their control, I would have to assume, but as multiple members of Optic Gaming are leaving the overshield location, you have to think that maybe Shopify continued their poor power-up control here early in this game. Optic Gaming, although down in Sways, up 10 in the objective and currently control where the oddball is located. So even though they don't have the Sways to play around, somehow still Optic control the rhythm and the flow of the game.
Yeah, not surprised that before you can even finish that sentence, off screen, Ryanu picking up all 4 at once, and that will be a lead change, as you say, for the side of Shopify Rebellion. And Optic now with their backs against the wall. However, they answer back immediately and find themselves 3 dead. So quite a battle between these two teams so far.
Yeah, I mean, every single time either team gets a setup, it's getting broken almost immediately. Whichever team's able to hold the setup, especially as we enter the late game here in round 1, that's going to be the team to steal round 1. Shopify need this round to stay in this series, I would say. So let's see if they can once again break the setup of Optic.
Another lead change. Optic Gaming will now be leading by 5 points. Rain tries to get away with the overshield. He's unable to do so. He's 12-7 in this game, absolutely popping off. However, Optic Gaming stopped the push, and the last player you want with the overshield, Lucid, one of the best players in the game, looking to end this round for Optic Gaming.
It's poetic, right? You give enough overshields to Optic, this one, it's going to matter. Lucid finds his eyesights onto Rain. He gets teamwork to take him down, but now with a numbers advantage, 2 go down for Shopify. Optic swarm the last 2. Perfect shots out of Lucid are going to end round 1 in Optic's favor.
Wow, clinical there from Optic Gaming. In the end, they'll take the first round. The crowd in Charlotte likes what they see. Still rounds to play. However, it's a great late game composure, like we said, from Optic Gaming. That's what we're used to seeing from them, not just in Oddball, but also on Livefire and typically in the late game overall. As I said, take a look at the scoreboard. Your kill leaders are actually going to be Rain and Ryan Noob at 12. However, they lose the first round. They need to make sure they focus on those rotations, on that objective efficiency.
Yeah, just anchoring the scoreboard position. Maybe not the most ideal setup you want right here with the ball and cuts. We'll see how Shopify can break this, but Formal breaks. Push to Shopify can't line up the triple, but the damage has been done, and you have to think Shopify are going to have to figure out a way to kill the rest of Optic. They do so, but that ball being rotated denies any of the slays that we just witnessed.
And what did we say? Optic Gaming will be 1 step ahead of you on the rotations. That was 3 dead for Optic. We cut to their POV. It's only Lucid. He's fully rotated the ball away. Truly putting on a beautiful effort there, waiting for his teammates to spawn around B and around house. They will, and Optic Gaming will maintain the lead. If you're on Shopify Rebellion, you cannot allow the last player alive to get away with those rotations.
You have to figure out a way to cut him off faster, because what Lucid does is he gives his teammates the respawns close to him, and you're going to have to go from 3 sets of kills to about 8 sets of kills in order to try and break the setup. Optic Gaming have blown this round 2 wide open, now up 40, although Shopify Rebellion had every overshield in this round fall off before it can get to green. These kills are massive from Rain and Karmea. Great damage out of Ryan Noob right now, but he needs to stay alive. Tries to land a death stick right there. That would have been something special. Unfortunately, narrowly misses, and now it's up to the rest of Shopify to try and hold this as long as they can before Ryan can spawn up.
Mental is going to drop the ball. He will play it. A double kill on the other side for Lucid will give them the 2-man advantage momentarily. However, this game is essentially tied at 60 in round number 2.
Still anyone's round. You got to step it up, and Karmea starting to pick up a few more kills than he's had in the first couple moments of the second round and all of round 1 right now. But as Lucid verifies that no one's going to be moving that ball, he takes his eyes off of it for just a second, and that's when Ryan Noob tries to rotate it. But a great job by Optic Gaming to shut that rotation down, and this is where Optic Gaming are going to thrive. They get a few kills, the ball's being rotated for them, and if they can get this ball to tower, they can gain a lead that's going to push Shopify's Rebellion's hand onto the table.
Surprised to see that from Shopify. You could tell by the way the Karmea went for the ball. They did not know they were getting pinched from bottom middle and back tower. Really a little bit of a careless effort there in the end, but however, likely due to a lack of communication and knowledge about the opponent's positioning there. That's really the only way that a play like that would develop. Formal picks up another kill on Karmea from the cuts, now leading 66-58. This looks like an Optic Gaming overshield as well, with 3 dead for Shopify.
Yeah, this is where your tournament really gets decided if you're Shopify. You're in winner's bracket still, back against the wall. This overshield being used perfectly to rotate the ball, but now Lucid's gonna say, hey, I wanna create some space with this bad boy, so what can he find with this S7?
You hear the cock of that sniper rifle. It's dangerous. He picks up another one there, and you never want. Oh, he's hitting everything, anything that moves. It's a double kill for Lucid on the home stretch. He wants to close this out here and now. Make it a triple kill for Lucid. 4 dead for Shopify Rebellion. Almost turns it over on the spawn.
Ooh, so much pressure with this S7. Finds 3, basically rewards his team. The final moments of this game 4, and this series is going to be an all she wrote here momentarily. Ryan Noob trying to get to that ball carrier. They do force the play, heads up play by APG, but right now Shopify going to have to find some slaves that they just can't in the kill feed.
Oh boy, picks up another one here for Trippy, and that's a nice cautionary play ball there from APG. Absolutely love that. They could have maybe tried to rotate and get away with it, but they'll pick up a few more slays as well. 3 points to go. Killing spree there on screen for Trippy. That will be it. Optic Gaming will take the series in a dominant fashion in the end.
But I mean, a 1.19, I'm not too worried about that with Lucid at all. Look, if he's going to turn it on, he can turn it on right now with G1 on the main stage. I would not be surprised to see Lucid pop off here, would you, Clutch?
No, I expect it. I haven't seen Lucid play a bad game at Halo in over a year, and I expect to continue to see Lucid play at a very high level. This guy ended last season as the best player in the world, hands down. Give him the trophy. I expect him to continue that legacy coming into this year. He will be rivaled, but he will continue to be successful and consistent.
It's not too surprising to me to see them drop the odd game, because teams want to beat Optic. They want to take games off Optic. They want to research and see how Optic play and come up with ways to beat them. I still think this Optic team is phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. If Optic are lifting the trophy at the end of Championship Sunday, doesn't surprise me whatsoever.
Our Optic Gaming just about to tie their boot and punt G1 down to the elimination bracket. One more game is all they need, and they can do it over this one or a further 2. G1 backs to the walls, on the ropes, and they're reeling right now.
G1 will still look to try and change that script. There is still time, but it has to start here, has to start now. It's Argyle CTF, as Trippy's gonna take the repulsor, and he says, you know what, I'll walk straight up the middle of the map, and I'll get an angle on you guys.
Couple of grenades go down, one in the vent. Handles falcated on the pistol. With the help of Lucid, Suspector will go down. Perfect start for the green wall here. 3 dead, but a snipe shot from way deep. Connects from Booba Doobu, but is that only gonna slow the flag down?
APG on the move with it. APG taking the responsibility, can't quite get hold of the pole, so instead is gonna have to back off, and Booba Doobu just having his presence here with a sniper rifle, just hitting that shot would have given Optic Gaming just that sense of doubt of going, okay, we can't really run this flag until we find Jesse here, until we find Booba Doobu.
Trippy goes soaring in, trying to dispossess Booba Doobu of the sniper rifle, but APG has finally got moving with that flag, made it all the way back to his elbow, just needs to slam it home here. 2 members of G1 positioned over towards the pistol, looking to move towards cuts now and just narrow that angle. APG's happy to fight it, teammate on hand to pick it up, and Formal slams it home.
Formal was just like, move aside, buddy, I'll grab it. APG, what are you waiting for? Let's just punch this one home. Let's get this series done. Let's start to think about that winner's final.
And throw that grenade down. Just missed the timing, like you speak of. Trippy though, in vent, pulls carbine in hand. This can shred the shields like white spirits on paint. Now flags on the move, flags being pulled. Trippy's recognizing that, putting down some fire. Booba Doobu just about escapes away. Camouflage scooped up by Trippy. Expertly done this time. With 5 minutes and 50 on the clock. Can Optic shut out G1 here?
And again, you saw G1 trying to force it, right? They tried to force a flag there, just wanted to get a desperate pull because I think they're feeling a little bit frustrated, similar to the first couple of games, but now it's going to be Trippy's turn to be a nuisance behind enemy lines, and this is purely a distraction technique. He saw 2 of his teammates gone down, so he said, what's the best way to lure some people back home?
He lured Sav all the way home and lured him straight to his death. Throws flag down towards screens, but it just drops down to Fusion. As he moves the flag now, just past lights. Is there anybody on G1 there to make the stop as he heads down bottom cuts? Enters the basement, flag gets sent home, 2 dead here. He's not home and hosed just yet, and he recognizes that immediately as he drops the flag and opts the play Slayer. Sab pulls the flag out, but has he got enough shields to take this fight as Trippy soars at him and scoops it up once more? 3 dead for G1, and Trippy tiptoes his way back towards the flag. 2-0 to the green wall.
And that might just be a little bit too much for G1 to come back from, and it was all stemming from Trippy's camo play.
Talked about in game 1 in the objective game type, the slays, Dan, and how G1 had been getting the better of it. But right now, 61 to Optic, 47 to G1. As they continue to add more to the kills column, and they're just running the clock down now, happy to play time. Them on the back foot in moments, but didn't keep it consistent and couldn't maintain the pressure.
I think G1 were the better team in map number 1. I really do. They just were a little bit slow out of the blocks and weren't able to have that structure on King of the Hill. But now it looks like time is against them once more, even though they're getting the kills here. There's only 10 seconds left.
And with 6 seconds remaining, absolutely no time for G1 to do a damn thing about this series outcome. It's Optic Gaming with the clean sweep, and they're going to the winners finals.
The stage is set. It's Optic Gaming. It's FaZe. It's exactly what everyone expected in this tournament. And both teams go into that game, to that series, looking incredible.